Hey, Sean here from SpeedCubeReview.com. We have a new Gan Cube. So I'm very curious about this one because, honestly, I'm concerned about the direction Gan is going for multiple reasons. But let's take a look. This is a new Gan X. We get the card. Inside here are more of those blue tension thingies, magnets. Okay. So this is the Gan X V2. This is the V1. So what is different? Well, the first thing is you have matte plastic. And I've never been a big fan of the matte plastic because it's quite slick. Now, with that said, it does kind of shine up in time after like 1,000 or so solves. I mean, even less than that. So it does get a little bit grippier then, but it's very, very, very slick at the beginning. And it's not something that I find super pleasant. If you like it, well then there you go. So let's look at the next big thing. The X had two tension systems. There was the V5 core and Numerical IPG. So the Numerical IPG, you can take your hand and set a few different tensions. Downside of that was that you only had like 3 tensions to go on, and in my opinion, all 3 were very loose. So the V5, in my opinion, was the way to go. You just you can tighten it however tight or loose you want. And I've never in my entire life felt like I had issues with getting even tensions. You just make it even with that rod there, and then there you go. So I believe with the X, did they go with? Yep, they went with the tension system that they're using for the XS, which in my opinion is bad. And the reason why I don't really like it is it has 2 different tension systems, which this confuses a lot of people because a lot of people think that the blue one sets the elasticity and the clear sets the tension, but it's the opposite of that. So it's the opposite of what every other company is doing. The blue one sets the depth of the core, which gives you the actual tension, the tightness of it. And then the clear sets the elasticity. And then even with this is a couple not so great things. The clear part, you have a tool to turn it, but it's, I'm moving the blue part right now. So let's get this tool out. I'll just leave these blue things on here. The clear part, it's a little bit better. With the XS, I felt like it was very easy to go too far, too many clicks. But the blue part's really weird. So you have 2 different tensions on each one. On this light blue one, we've got 1 and 3, and on the dark blue one, you have 2 and 4. So it's not even in order. So if you want to try tensions 1 and then 2, then 3, then 4, you have to go light blue and then dark blue, then light blue again, then dark blue again. So you still have all these extra pieces you need to swap out. So it's not like you're limiting the pieces. It's not like the Moru one where it's all built in and you just can adjust it from there. So there's a lot of weird things going on with this. And I kind of wish Gan would just go back to either the way they had it before or a system that could all be adjusted by hand that doesn't have any extra spare parts. I feel like they're trying to do something different, but it's not any better. It's just different. Plus, I can't really tell how many clicks each clear thing is on right now. So anyways, there are my complaints. Let's do some solves with this and see how it actually performs. I'm just going to do some hand scrambling. Yeah, it's very slick. I don't know where my gorilla snot is. Very early in the morning for some solves. it feels a bit lighter. I'm wondering if, yeah, I have to get my scale out and actually weigh this because it feels a bit lighter than the X. And I don't know if I'm just thinking that because of the matte finish and it feels like the XS. But I've always liked the performance of the X a little bit more just because I like a little extra weight on the puzzle. Might also be because I'm used to old school puzzles, which things like the Oolong GT, that was over 100 grams, and now these ones are like pushing around 60 grams. Okay. Whoop. Oh, that was bad. We'll do one more. Yeah, it's a little loose and flexible for me right now. But let's get the XS out. So yeah, so really it's just the X with the core. Maybe that's making it lighter. Maybe the core is that nylon core that they, yep, it's the nylon core. So the nylon core used to be what they used in like the Gan 357 years and years ago. So it's not a new design. And it's not really more flexible than the metal core. It's actually a pretty rigid one. They used to use a very, very, very flexible core that actually you could like bend. So that's what's making it feel lighter. But the new XV2 is kind of a mix between the X and the XS, so it has matte plastic plus that different tensioning system. If you want an X with glossy plastic, get it now before they just stop making it altogether. I don't know where my special edition, my Gan Infinity is right now, but they actually took the Gan Infinity different color shades off. So I don't know if they're going to add new ones on with the matte plastic, but you can't get them anymore in this. So actually, I don't know how many other people, I haven't seen anyone post about their Gan Infinity with the half bright. So I'm wondering if mine's the only one out there. That'd be interesting. That'd be fun. But yeah, if you want the glossy plastic, get that now, or the old tension system. If you don't mind the matte plastic and get it, you can also just do it a bunch of solves and it'll polish up, or you can polish the cube as well. I've polished a few of these, especially the 2x2 to make it glossy, and that does work, but it's definitely a much lighter feeling to it. So that's the difference between them. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit like, subscribe for more content like this in the future, and as always, stop by SpeedCubeReview.com for more news and reviews.